Hi everyone, this is Professor Hai Nguyen once again, and I want to thank you for watching my orientation videos. But here's where I want to take the time to introduce myself, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you on an individual basis. So a little background about me. I'm Vietnamese American. My family, my two brothers immigrated, well, they fled from Vietnam during the 1980s. Your boat refugee generation, they were able to be sponsored and come over to America. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I got the chance to immigrate to America in 1993 with my parents and also my sister. And I grew up in Southern California, moved up here to the Bay Area in the late 90s, early 2000. I attended Milpitas High. Let's just say I didn't do so great there. Had a rough transition because of the move. Kind of struggled coming out of high school. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I also had to move out at a very early age. So yeah, the struggle that I went through in my late teens years, it was really a challenge, but it was also really formative in the sense that it really kind of forced me to be independent and also to take my education very seriously. So this is the reason why I teach at so many community colleges, De Anza College, Ohlone, Evergreen. It's simply because I really do believe in the institution and what it represents, because it gave me a second chance. And I was very fortunate to have some wonderful mentors, Professor Ben Klein, Professor Howard Pitney, and Professor Lydia Hearn, who I'm very lucky today to call my colleague. So it's still unreal to me that I get to sit in a room with them and have a conversation with them and have them call me as their colleague. So this is why I'm really blessed and I'm really fortunate to be talking to you and teaching history to you at De Anza College. So a little background in terms of my education. Yeah, I attended De Anza College for 2 years, transferred to SF State, where I actually started off as a Europeanist. I was really fascinated. For some reason, I was just really fascinated about anything that was related to Russian history. So I took like any class you can think of: Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, and European diplomacy. So I took a lot of my undergrad courses in European history, but I also looked at the landscape and I understood that there would just be more opportunities in terms of teaching American history. But also I was very fortunate to have some wonderful American professors as my mentor at SF State, Eva Shepard-Wolf, Philip Dreyfus, and also Don McBallen. I decided to switch my emphasis to become an American history instructor, and I've been teaching American history for almost a decade now, right? For almost a decade now. But I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to once again to get back into my somewhat early education career and looking at European history. This is why I'm excited to be teaching the course, but it also breaks my heart that of the situation that we're in, because we are in this pandemic, because of all the restraints and the circumstances that we're in. Unfortunately, I won't get to lecture to you and to show you my passion for the topic of European history, especially after the 1750s, because I find it to be such a fascinating topic with the French Revolution, the American Revolution, and also with the world wars themselves, and how it accelerated the process that is personal and dear to my heart, which is decolonization. Because if you know anything about Vietnam for a very long time was a French colony. So ultimately, this is why it breaks my heart that I won't get a chance to talk about somewhat that process itself and make history relevant to those of you in the class. But it is what it is, guys. But this video is to let you know where I'm coming from, who I am as your instructor, and also as a individual. So a little background about me: I got my bachelor, my master's in American history, but a lot of my early education was on European history. So I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to teach the class to you. But outside of the class, let's see, I also teach at Evergreen, Ohlone, I also teach Asian American studies at San Jose State. So jack of all trades academically, but a little bit about my personal life. Yeah, grew up in the Bay Area. I was very fortunate enough to get married back in 2016 and to start my own family. So, of course, you already know by now, I have a 2-year-old daughter. So, unfortunately, my references and my pop culture knowledge is not really up to date, simply because being a parent has really completely consumed everything in my life, guys. But I do have hobbies outside of the class. I really enjoy living a fitness, active lifestyle. So I do a little bit of weight training, but a couple years ago, I also got the chance to complete the San Jose half marathon, the Portland full marathon, and I was crazy enough to do a half triathlon. So, so you might want to look that up if you are interested. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a very strenuous race, but I'm very proud of somewhat those fitness accomplishment that I have. But took a little step because of my daughter. She was born, but I'm getting to a groove of things. But yeah, I really do enjoy the outdoors. I enjoy living a fitness, active lifestyle. And I'm really big on sports, love basketball. I can talk to you about basketball all day, every day. Also love football as well. I'm also a Raider fan. So as of right now, there's really nothing much to talk about in terms of the Raiders. But other than that, guys, I'm your typical part-timer adjunct, as we call it, just jumping from one campus to another. I'm teaching a lot of classes just to try to make ends meet. But I also work outside of the college campus as well. I also have almost 20 years now going on working in retail, working in the produce department in particular. I won't say where, so that way you guys are going to try to stalk me or try to find me and everything like that. But just know, guys, that I have 20 years of working in retail, being a labor union member. So this is something that I bring very unique to the table. So I like to think that not only am I a history instructor, but I also have life experience as well. So with that said, I hope that I have given you enough information about who I am as your instructor, my education background, and also my interest in history itself, and also who I am as an individual. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you, to share, to read about who you are as an individual, what your goals here at De Anza College, what you're trying to achieve, and try to humanize this whole process we call online education, right, guys? So at the end of the day, I hope that this video has helped you get to know me as an individual, as a person, as your instructor, and I'm looking forward to get to know you. So please, guys, provide a response to the question that I'm asking you here, and also to provide two-peer reply to your fellow classmate, to congratulate them, to praise them on the best thing that happened to them in 2020, because we all know 2020 has been a rough year, especially if you're a basketball fan like me that grew up in Southern California. The passing of Kobe Bryant was almost like having a sibling in my family passing away. So it's been a rough year, guys, but we want to somewhat share the positivity, right, to help us get through these tough times, if you will. So please share about yourself and provide a reply to your fellow classmates, so that way we can start off the class on some positivity. But other than that, guys, that wraps it up for the orientation module. And if you decide that this class is right for you, right, that you want to stay in this class, right, start working on the modules right away. Order your textbook and start working on it, guys, because again, this class is going to move quick and there's going to be a lot of work to do, right? But as always, guys, right, I'm here to help you. So please do not hesitate to reach out to me, okay? I want to help you as much as I can. So all you got to do is send me a message, guys. On that, thank you for coming, guys. All right, have a good one.